Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. 6 rounds done, one more round remaining. Still some people harboring hopes of a win. What is going on? Let's welcome our guest Srikumar Kannan. Srikumar ji, Namaskar. Ram Ram. How are you?
Namaskar sir. Ram Ram. I am fine. How about you, sir?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for joining us on an IPL night. But anyway, the score is done and dusted. So I think we can go back to our national pastime, which has been elections for the past few weeks. So Srikumar, the opposition is getting shriller by the day, and they are coming up with some outlandish theories. Promises are being rejigged to make even bigger promises, and people on the ground are saying these guys don't know what they're talking about. I mean, they're not taking a single word of. Don't they check to do some feedback to see, hey, if I say 1 lakh per month, per year per woman, that they are not biting? Don't they even do simple feedback check before they keep saying the same thing over and over?
No, sir. From the beginning, I should say the opposition's objective was not even to contest and win this election. Their main objective, I feel, is to improve their prospects it was earlier, and to some extent contain the benefits or contain the prospects of BJP. So that was their ultimate aim. From the beginning, if you see, there was no proper seat sharing done. Be it in Aam Aadmi Party, one side they are contesting against each other in Punjab, but with alliance in Delhi and even to some extent Haryana also. What about even Mamata Banerjee? They are apart in West Bengal. Communist, they are friendly in Bengal and they are contesting each other in Kerala. So there is no proper plan even for the alliance, and there was no proper leader, and there was no proper narrative. So, and even in the ground, what I can feel, I can hear from someone, and even I did all my own studies and analysis. The opposition voters have not really come to vote. So far, they have not came to vote. That's what I hear. So many have, boycotted the voting. Some they have come. Even they pressed the nota, I hear. And so this is happening. What is on the ground? So what the opposition is doing now is so how to contain their losses to some extent. So for that, they first came out with a revised, agenda, which is apart from their manifesto. So whatever is there in their manifesto, they came, they are awarded somewhat more, and also even in their, they made their influencers and other parts of the ecosystem to speak that BJP is not getting traction. BJP will be contained within the majority mark. They are not going beyond 270 or something like that. And that also is coming to that play is also coming to a close. I feel so that in the end of this all started by the end of third phase, I should say. It all started from that time, and now it's almost going to end by June 4th.
Now, let's take a quick look at West Bengal in particular. See, what had happened in 2021 assembly elections was BJP abruptly stopped campaigning after, I think, round 4. There were 7 phases for just state elections also, and they just did stop for the last 3 phases. And there was COVID, of course, but COVID was already a year old. It wasn't like, just coming up or there were serious lockdowns, although the second wave had done some damage. But be that as it may, the BJP had stopped campaigning. I don't know, for reasons best known to them. 5, 6 and 7, they stopped campaigning. And it is believed that Mamata swept those 3 rounds. Now, fast forward to this year, it is again believed that round 6 and round 7 is where Mamata was hoping to do extremely well. But unfortunately for her, the Kolkata High Court has given a ruling which basically robs her of her vote bank, because the appeasement, it's like a layer of onion being peeled away. We don't know how many more layers remain, right? And so what is your gut feel? I mean, we said 25 seats for the BJP. If you level the playing field, if you make sure that the fake voters don't show up and multiple time voters also are somehow contained, do you think BJP might actually do even better?
Sir, as far as the West Bengal rightly pointed out regarding 2021 elections that your observation is to the mark, that the BJP didn't contested during the assembly elections in the last some phases, so which resulted in the landslide of Mamata Banerjee in the assembly elections. Coming to parliamentary elections, I feel round 6 had a good striking rate for BJP. Be it some seats like it was a phase where I should say Subhendu Adhikari had a great stake. It has the Kanti, it has Medinipur, it has Tamluk, it has Bishnupur, and Jagram, Ghattal, and other seats also. So which went to the polls this time, and I feel that in this seat they have a good striking rate. And the last phase is only which is coming to the greater Kolkata region. So if you see in the last phase, it has Kolkata North, Kolkata South, it has Dum Dum, it has Diamond Harbour, it has Jadavpur. So these are the seats which are going to, and some more seats I believe, these are the seats mainly going to elections in the last phase. But as far as my numbers are concerned, I still going with the 23 to 25. I don't go beyond that, because one thing we should understand that this election 2024, the violence is relatively less. The booth capturing, the violence, the bogus voting, and the stopping the people from coming to vote, relatively comparing with the grammar of the West Bengal politics and the election in that place, it is relatively less. So I feel the BJP will get around 23 to 25 seats this time.
We know who the bad elements are. It's the same set that used to be with Congress. Then they went to CPM. Then they went to TMC. And now they are in TMC, probably looking to leave and go join BJP. I don't know. That's the politics of West Bengal. There's not much we can do about it. But the Election Commission should know all the culprits. These are all cheaters, meaning like they've already got records, rap sheet of long length. They could have house arrested them all. They are not that many, right, in every constituency. So you guys can't even come out of your house. And because if they don't come out of their house.
Yeah, that's what I heard in Jagram. Some of the people were arrested. I don't know about Ghattal, what happened. These two places where the more violence took place, comparatively lesser than 2019, I should say. But comparing with other phases, the violence took place in these places. But in Bishnupur, in, as I mentioned, Tamluk, in Kanti, these places where it was a place where, I should say, Tamluk, where the former judge of Calcutta High Court, Abhishek Gangobadhyay, he is contesting. And in Kanti, Subhendu Adhikari's brother is contesting in that place. Bishnupur, Soumitra Khan, he is contesting. So these places where there is a lesser violence, I should say. And in Jagram, there was a more violence. It was Jagram and Bishnupur were earlierly held by BJP in 2019 also. And Ghattal, where Hiran Chatterjee, the actor, and also the MLA, he is contesting this time. So these are the places which went to poll, but comparatively some arrests have taken place. But it is not up to the mark, but some measures were taken.
How was the constituency where Mahua Maitra stood from? How was that? As it's done, right?
It was done. I believe it got completed in around phase 3 or phase 4, if I don't remember that. There is a good chance that Mahua Maitra will get defeated at around 50,000 votes margin or something. But there against her, the royal family of that region, Krishna Nagar constituency, she is contesting. She is also a popular woman leader. She is contesting the elections for the first time. Modi has himself came to campaign for that candidate. And I believe that Krishna Nagar, there is a better chance for BJP this time.
And what happened in Sandesh Khali? They had one of the victims standing as BJP candidates. Has the elections been completed for Sandesh Khali?
No, sir. I should mention that is happening in phase 7.
Phase 7. I see. Well, good luck to everyone. And but I think in terms of candidate selection, BJP seems to have applied their meticulously chosen looks like in West Bengal this time. That's how it looks.
Absolutely, because I should say that they have retained almost all of their MPs. Some of the MP seats were swapped. Some new people are given a chance. Women were given more importance. For example, I have mentioned in your earlier shows also, again repeating for this, because it's an interesting topic which is going on Bengal, and I am studying Bengal politics. So, Durgapur, where I should say SS Ahluwalia contested last time, he has been shifted to Asansol. And in Durgapur, Dilip Ghosh is contesting from Medinipur. So in Medinipur, the MLA Agnimitra Paul, she is contesting. And Krishnanagar, the royal family person of Bengal, she is contesting. I still didn't get her name now. Sorry about it. And in Jadavpur, Dr. Anirban Ganguly is contesting. Tepashri Chaudhary from Ranagad, she has been shifted to Kolkata South this time. And Kolkata North, one of the founding member of Trinamool Congress, Tapas Roy, he is contesting. He is considered to be the mentor of Suvendu Adhikari. And Tamluk Abhijit Gangopadhyaya is contesting. And other than that, in Vishnupur, Saumitra Khan, and in Barakpur, Arjun Singh, Hooghly, Loket Chatterjee, all the old people are contesting. So it is a meticulous, as you rightly mentioned, meticulous selection of candidates this time.
So Tapas Roy is now standing on BJP ticket.
Yes, in Kolkata North against Sudip Bandyopadhyaya, who is also another founding member of Trinamool Congress.
Now, the rift between Abhishek Banerjee and Mamata Banerjee, now they said that somebody pushed her in her own house, making her to fall down. How is that thing? What is your gut feeling about? Because Abhishek was trying to manage the ticket distribution for Lok Sabha, because I think he was the 2019 Lok Sabha member. So I think he felt that I should be the one doing all the stuff. So there was some back and forth there. Where do things stand between the two?
Sir, I feel that post 2021, I don't think Mamata Banerjee has a good control over the, her own party. Otherwise, if you see a person like Tapas Roy, he will not quit the party. And, and he is a person of not very big ambitions, I believe. Tapas Roy is a person who is a long-time MLA, and he was a founding member of the Trinamool Congress. He was in her cabinet in the second term only, not in the first term. In her second term, that is during 2016 to 2021, he was a minister. That too, a minister of statistics, I believe. So I think the dominance of Abhishek Banerjee in the party has come to a large extent. And when you asked about her falling down, that is also looking mysterious for me, because she's a sitting chief minister. She will have her own gods, and how that unfortunate incident took place, I don't know. But even that didn't deter her adversaries or even the voters. To some extent, they are not enchanted with that concept, because if you remember, in 2021 also she had an injury, and it had some impact on the people. And 2024 Lok Sabha election, that didn't and she was not that much visible in the campaign, I feel. Because if you see, I know the energy of Mamata Banerjee, and she used to campaign like with much energy. This time, I don't feel that she is fighting with that much energy as she used to fight earlier. And that becomes, and it is now a transition period from the Mamata Banerjee leadership to Abhishek Banerjee leadership. And it may prompt some moderate leaders and even some intellectual leaders within the Trinamool Congress also may rethink their association with the party in the future.
Well, very interesting outcomes there. That's possible. Now, let's take a quick look at the ecosystem itself. There were a couple of interviews that were very interesting. One was Karan Thapar versus Prashant Kishore. The other one was, her name is Tyagi versus Arvind Kejriwal. and she Pinas Tyagi, she really did a great job. She put him on the mat. He's a big eel. He can always whistle his way out. Um, you know, this is again going back to the old thing that if I do it, it's okay, but if you do it, that is wrong. That is how Arvind Kejriwal always is looking at everything. Play the scenario out for us. AAP still going through some turbulence. There are some now rumors floating that Sanjay Singh will be the replacement CM candidate, and if that happens, then basically Arvind Kejriwal's grip over the party is over. What are your thoughts?
Oh, it's an interesting scenario happening as far as Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. The party which started with so much of dreams, it is a manifestation of so much of dreams and the imagination of the voters who wanted to have an alternative politics, especially in the place of Delhi. But Arvind Kejriwal didn't went on well with any of his founding members or close associates. As I already mentioned, be it Prashant Bhushan, be it Kumar Vishwas, be it other members also. Even you can just Shazia Ilmi on one hand, Yogendra Yadav. So nobody were now associated with Arvind Kejriwal presently. And he has one unique style that he wants to grab the credit on one hand, and he has a good association or friendliness with the ecosystem media. So which makes him, to give more advertisements to them on one hand. On the other hand, he has no money for the welfare schemes. And it got highlighted in the courts also in their comments. And if you see the way in which he behaves, his image as a credible leader, and he's a non-corruptible leader, that image has been shattered. The time he was arrested, there was no big turbulence among the society also, that how such a person was arrested. It as if shows that the people were waiting for when he could be arrested. They were waiting for the time, not the actual incident as such per se. And when he was released also, he couldn't make that much impact. Though it is for a shorter period for the campaigning, it didn't create much impact. And though he is copying from one studio to other studio to give his own version of the arrest and so-called conspiracy by the BJP to malign him, that also didn't went on well with his voters. And if you could see the recent some comments by some senior leaders of Congress, be it Sandeep Dixit, who is the son of Sheila Dixit, the ex-chief minister, who was the chief minister of Delhi for about 15 years, from 1998 to 2018. 2013, I should say. 1998 to 2013. For 15 years, she was a CM. And when Narendra Modi pointed out that Arvind Kejriwal didn't hesitated to insult her, Sheila Dixit, during the elections earlier. So Sandeep Dixit actually reciprocated in his tweet, mentioning that he is grateful to Narendra Modi for remembering his mother. And also another leader who is a family member of Lal Bahadur Shastri, he also revealed in his interview that the Congress people, especially the workers, they are not so much comfortable with Arvind Kejriwal, working with Arvind Kejriwal. This he mentioned the eve of the election, just before the day the election of Delhi was there. And as far as the power struggle is concerned, as you rightly mentioned, there is two or multiple power centers in Delhi, I believe, within Aam Aadmi Party. On one side, we have Bhagwant Mann, who is taking care of Punjab politics. He wants to be autonomous from the clutches of Arvind Kejriwal for any decisions he is taking. As you mentioned, the Sanjay Singh is a dark horse who is coming out, and he is helping in the way like what is happening to the other adversary, Swati. And on other side, Arvind Kejriwal is there, and the MLAs and ministers are also, what I am hearing, are not fully cooperating with Arvind Kejriwal, because they are feeling that politics is a dynamic activity. So if the person is here for some time and then again going back to jail, and we don't know whether the case will, how the case will be taken forward, the other people are becoming restless. And because since politics, as I mentioned, is a dynamic process, I feel anything could happen for Aam Aadmi Party in the days to come, especially on the eve of 2025 assembly elections.
You know, one thing I noticed in that interview was that Arvind Kejriwal didn't look too healthy. I don't know why I'm saying that, but he just didn't look too healthy. You know, diabetics, if you don't take care of your health and if you don't exercise regularly, it starts going down very, very fast. I hope he's going to, you know, be okay. Let's see what happens. Now, most important topic, I think, in my opinion, because it shows you the mood of the people, the higher increased voting percentage in Kashmir, especially in, I think, Barahamula, which is called Baramulla, where Umar Abdullah is standing, and against him Abdul Ghani Lone, I think, as well as Rashid Engineer. Rashid Engineer is contesting from jail. How did that thing turn out? I know the turnout was very good, but what is the trend? I mean, of course, we can't say who's winning, who's losing, but how did it look? Just talk to us a little bit about what is happening overall in Kashmir. There seems to be a lot of enthusiasm. That was what was very heartening.
Yes, sir, you are absolutely right. Because the highlight, every election will have some highlighting point, and I believe the highlighting point for this election will be the Kashmir elections, especially the valley, where there are 3 seats. One is Srinagar, Baramulla, Anantnag, and Rajouri. These are the 3 constituencies which went to polls. And to everyone's surprise, especially after the abrogation of Article 370, this is the first Lok Sabha elections. And not even India, but even the international community were eyeing on this election, particularly for this valley, because they wanted to know how the people received the message of the abrogation of Article 370. And the Indians, especially the people in Kashmir, they have reposed their faith in the democratic process. They have participated in the election process in huge numbers, and they have broken the records of the past recent elections. Even if it is 2019, 2014, 2009, 2009, 2004, even it takes back to 1990. Some elections in 1984, some elections in that type of elections it was, some elections in 1996, I believe. So if you see the elections, Srinagar was about more than 45%, I believe. And in Baramulla, as you rightly mentioned, it around touched 58%, nearly about 60%. It was the highest ever, I believe, in the recent past. And where Umar Abdullah and Lone is contesting. And I believe last time it was around less than 20%, 20 to 25%. And now it has doubled. So going by that one, I feel Abdul Ghani Lone has his son Sajat Lone, I believe. Sajat Lone has a better chance, because in these seats, BJP is not contesting this time. We having the simple votes, they have lesser number of votes. They are contesting with some Apni party, Jammu Kashmir Apni party in Srinagar, and in Baramulla with that Loans party. So these are some of the parties where they are tying up, if not openly, but secretly, or from they are backing from inside. And if they get elected and go to the parliament, this will be the better, if you see, even in Anantnag, Mahbooba Mufti is contesting. I don't know how she is going to win, because there also 54% plus voting has taken place. If these people get defeated, Omar Abdullah in Baramulla, Mahbooba Mufti in Anantnag, and alternative candidates get elected and they go to parliament, this will mark the end of the dominance of the family politics in Jammu Kashmir. And when it is followed by the assembly elections in the future, in the next few months, because the election has to take place within the September, as per the court order, Supreme Court order. So we can see a different political dynamics in the state of Jammu and Kashmir.
Yes, indeed. And now let us take a few questions from our viewers. First question is from Magnet Ranga. Analysts predicted a BJP win. Opposition refused to see the writing on the wall. When did they realize they are losing? How bad will it be? How will politics change now?
Rangaji, the analyst, beyond the analysts, the political parties, they themselves know what is happening on the ground. So, because they used to get the feedbacks from their own workers or from their own karyakartas, second level leaders, booth agents, everyone. So, right from round 1 and round 2, phase 1 and phase 2 itself, they got the message. But all that crystallized after phase 3, that they are not going to win. And then after phase 4, that it was a one-sided one. That as Sree Iyerji rightly mentioned, the opposition didn't even trying to put up a contest as BJP did in Bengal in 2021 assembly. I don't find any opposition contesting this time after phase 4, phase 5, phase 6 and all. It is more or less a one-sided election.
Srikumar, one question for you. In 2019, BJP identified 142 seats, give or take 1 or 2, where the loss was very narrow. I think less than 5,000 votes or something, very less. And they said, we are going to convert these also as seats for us. Have you had a chance to look at those those closely fought seats?
Yes, they have done that because especially they are in the states of Kerala, to some extent in Telangana, Bengal, Odisha, and other places where they have concentrated on those places. So this time I believe they are able to make some breakthrough, because then I read another article where BJP, out of the 303 seats, they have repeated about only 160 candidates. Around 112 candidates they have refused the nomination, and some of them have been given tickets in assembly elections, as what we see Rajyavardhan Rathore contesting in Rajasthan assembly elections and winning, Baba Balaknath contesting in assembly elections, and even in Madhya Pradesh also some of them, Chhattisgarh also some of them did that. So like that also some people were done. Some candidates were given the swapping, as I mentioned in Bengal it happened, and some new people were inducted. So they have did that analysis, and it all more or concentrated in the places of Northeast, in Bengal, Odisha, Telangana, Kerala, where the close second contest what it did in 2019, they are concentrating this time.
So we will see, because if that is even 50-50, that is another number that I think nobody has even factored it in. So we don't know where BJP is going to stop. So let's wait and see how that plays out. Next question, please. Amarnath wants to know, please update the 7 seats in Delhi. In Kejriwal rally, we saw a lot of crowds. Will Delhi people still support him for his freebies?
Amarnathji, I will say that BJP is repeating its 2014 and 19 performance in Delhi this time also, because there is no ground connect between Congress and Aam Aadmi Party. That is one thing. The candidates of Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress are also not that much fascinating, and the issues also, they are haunting both the parties, Aam Aadmi and Congress. And I believe that in Delhi and the election votes also, it is a little bit less than last time, but it is more or less the same. And considering the last time 2019, where the BJP got more than 50% in most of the constituencies in Delhi, it will be very difficult for Aam Aadmi Party to reverse such a fortune of BJP. So I believe that the BJP will repeat its earlier performance here also. They will win all the seats.
Next one, please. Thank you, thought provocateur. So, RaGa to have thumping moral victory hat trick?
Yes, he is, as the Prashant Kishore in his earlier interview said, we should all appreciate his, positive mindset, because repeatedly he is, taking the party to defeat, but still, he is putting up a brave face and claiming moral victory. And just to see for the viewers' knowledge, so how you are seeing the ecosystem behave. On one side, they are saying that the BJP is not going to win. On the other side, they are saying that INDI alliance is going to win. On the other side, there people are saying that BJP, NDA will win, BJP will not get the majority. And they are also putting a blame on EVM machines on one side. They are blaming the middle class family. That is also happening on one side. And they are saying that, the vote percentage coming down. And we have to check the VVPAT properly and to see whether it matches or not. Such a type of turbulence is happening only in the opposition side. Whereas in the BJP or NDA side, I don't see such, anxiety is there.
Next one, please. 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝘀𝘆 Srivastava wants to know, sir, few of close relatives in Calcutta of the view women voters are a majority angry with Mamata. Your views, sir. Namaskar.
Namaskar, Vijayji. As you mentioned, I also heard that especially after the Sandesh Kali incident, the women voters are not supporting Mamata Banerjee in a large way they used to do in earlier elections. Even in phase 7 also, there are a couple of seats, as I mentioned, the seat of Tapasroy, North Kolkata, and Dum, another seat, where the BJP can hope for chances. Other seats, I am not sure. But if such happening in Kolkata region itself, if BJP is able to win in Kolkata region itself, then it could be a very big earthquake, political earthquake. Because BJP used to win. Yes, sir, please.
No, please finish your thought. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
The BJP used to win those constituencies which are adjoining Jharkhand, Bihar, those places earlier in 2019, if you could see. And more of them are in the Central Bengal and the North Bengal. And when it comes to the larger part of South Bengal, it was still a Trinamool dominance last time. But thanks to Subhendu Adhikari and others, this time that myth is getting broken. And I believe in Kolkata also, if they are able to win North Kolkata and Dum constituencies, it could be a different ball game for the years to come.
Next question, please. Thank you, Selvam, for becoming a YouTube member. Kusumba Sridhar Rao wants to say, Srikumar ji, any plans of UTS? I don't know what that is in. Do you know what UTS is? Huh? What is UTS?
In Union Territory?
Union Territory. Yeah. So there was, let's talk about this a little bit. There has been a proposal of, I think, assigning 20 plus cities, the largest cities in India, as self-governing union territories with special purpose budgets and things like that to speed up the growth, because they are the ones that form the feeder mechanism for trickle-down effect on the outside of those cities. And because what has happened is, I've said this joke before. Coimbatore, I go there very frequently, and Coimbatore, when the city changed hands from ADMK to DMK, what they did was, roads have this U-turn place, right? They moved those things even because the corporator for DMK wanted it in a certain way, because he wanted some stores to have that benefit, others should not have the benefit. It was ridiculous the way they kept changing things. Then ADMK, when they were in power in Coimbatore, they used to have all these street lights with 2 leaves on top. So anytime you looked at the street light, you will see the 2 leaf symbol. And now what happened was, DMK is going and pulling down those 2 leaves. In the process, some of the poles have have fallen also. I mean, this is ridiculous in my opinion. Doing one way also is wrong, the other way is also wrong. So these kinds of things happen all the time. So that's why these big cities, they need to be governed in a different way. I am completely on board on that. I think that's what he's asking.
Yes. Actually, it is practically somewhat difficult. Actually, since why I am saying is the major revenue is coming from the cities. For some of them are the capital cities of the states. Take for example, Bengaluru, Chennai, Coimbatore is there, and Mumbai is there. Kolkata is there. If they want to convert them, Hyderabad is there. They convert it to union territory, the states may oppose. So the better choice could be to have a better mayor with the local body system in the present condition is concerned. But we have to see how the BJP is getting, because from the parliamentary system, I feel that BJP should set an example for the local body governance. So like, parliament where Modi ji, they feel that yes, he's a good chief minister, now he's a good prime minister. The local body also, the BJP should develop its members in local body governance so that it catches the imagination of the people in the public, that in future the good mayor should become the good chief minister, or the good mayor will become the future MP, something like that. So such a type of thought process should involve in BJP. It should not restrict itself only with the MPs and MLAs. It should percolate towards the local body system where good sarpanches, good mayors, good municipal chairmen, they should get elected and do good for the service, good for the people. That's what my personal opinion is.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. Creative Idea 53 wants to know who is controlling the total funds of the Aam Aadmi Party.
$1 million question, but it is not within the country, I believe.
Next one, please. Thank you, thought provocateur. Sanjay Singh, the black horse, may be more interested in ticket distribution process. Pun intended.
So actually, we need to check Sanjay Singh's role in the future because Sanjay Singh also got arrested and he got released also. Now he is roaming free. So everyone thought that Sanjay Singh will be a problem for BJP, but it actually he is becoming a problem for Arvind Kejriwal, because Arvind Kejriwal, going by his nature, he will not tolerate any other leader, parallel to his popularity or seniority or whatever it is. So that's what happening, and his role has to be noted for 2025 assembly elections.
Next one, please. Thank you so much, Karthik Parameswaran. Namaste from Hong Kong, China. There are journalists, LKFC fact checkers, YouTubers within our borders who openly spread misinformation. How do we handle this in your opinion? Jai Shri Ram.
Namaste, Karthik ji. Good of that, but I should feel that from the government there should be a robust communication system, be it towards the public or towards the media or towards civil society, whatever it is, because the effective communication system will alone take care of the false news and propaganda news spread by the ecosystem. So being secretive, taking decisions, all are fine, but at the same time the communication is also very much needed. Take for example the farm laws or the CAA. The agitation took place because of the lack of communication system from the BJP or the government. So if the effective communication system was established even at that point of time, the the blocking of roads and the misspread of information could have been avoided. Similarly, the same applies to the border issues also. And I believe that if the government develops that, it could be better for the future governance and the smooth governance, that dispel the doubts in the minds of the people also.
Next one, please. Dilip Kumar wants to know, NDA is half of the seats of its present seats, that is 150. Then how will Modi win if NDA gets?
I don't buy this idea, Dilipji. So if this is the probability, I don't think it will. I don't think this is going to happen. So why should I go for the next option that Modi may not win? I feel that yes, I feel that BJP is going to get a majority on its own, comfortable majority, and also with NDA with a bigger mandate. So I also feel that Modi ji is going to come back. So why should I buy this argument?
Dilip Kumar, please come watch 10 o'clock tomorrow, Monday morning, live with Delhi R. Rajagopalan. We have some updates on all this stuff for you. Next one, please. Pawan Kishore, thank you so much. Your prediction on Telugu states?
Telugu states assembly, I don't know, Pawan Kishore ji, because I have not followed it for the matter of fact. But the parliament is concerned in Telangana, it will be a Bengal movement, I believe. What was Bengal in 2019 that nobody expected that result for BJP. Similarly, Telangana awaits this time. And many of the pollsters and the people on the ground, some journalists whom I interacted, they are saying that BJP will get comfortably beyond 10 plus seats. 10 plus seats, that's what they are saying. Even I also believe so. As far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned, BJP is contesting around 6 seats, I believe, and 2 seats by Jansena, and the rest of the seats by Telugu Desam Party. The MPs are concerned, I believe BJP will get around 2 seats, and other seats by Jansena and TDP somewhat. And the dominance of YSRCP will be lesser this time. Out of the 25 seats going to polls, YSRCP will not get about more than, it will not touch double digit, I believe. We should see how it goes.
Now, one thing that I've understood from watching Prashant Kishore's interview, where he says clearly Jagan Mohan Reddy is losing by a big margin. And the reason he is stating all this is that he says there were 2 people who really helped. One, he told me, but I know another person who he didn't mention, who I know was a big reason for the victory of Jagan Mohan Reddy. That is the Raghuram Raju, RRR. He parted company with him. He's not there with Jagan this time. And the other one was a person by the name of Botsa Satyanarayana. And Prashant Kishore, he knows because he has done this thing at a grassroots level. He goes and looks at every constituency to understand the fault lines. That's how he works. So he said that Botsa Satyanarayana has been completely ignored this time. And what happens is, these are the people who have connects with the local bodies. They know how to, motivate them. So he thinks that Jagan Mohan Reddy is also is headed for a big defeat, especially since he also kept his mother and his sister at a distance. Looks like his mother also has been shunted away. So something is going on in that family. We don't know. Sometimes these things have an adverse effect because people always want a family to be together. These are all like, why do we watch movies? Because we always like the happy ending where, everybody comes back together. That's what everybody wants. Whether it happens or not in real life is different. So this is the interesting input that Prashant Kishore gave. Raghuram Raju was hoping to contest from BJP ticket, but I think he did not get that. I don't know what happened, why he didn't get it, but he's a good man. He has been on my channel a few times, good friend of mine. So we'll see how it plays out. Next one. Mitra Mela wants to know, Namaskaram, what would be BJP's approach to 2026 Tamil Nadu Assembly? I think it is time for the TN BJP to get ahead of the game this time.
Actually, Mitra, actually, I should say, it may not go well with others, but my serious opinion is, as you rightly mentioned, the BJP should get ready as early as possible after the 2024 elections, because the people of Tamil Nadu, like Bengal, they take more time to decide, and once they decide, they are done with it. So to capture the imagination of the people and to instill confidence, the BJP in Tamil Nadu should start early. And they should identify some key seats, especially some 25 to 50 seats. It should identify, it should concentrate more. Because, having the, making the arrangements and preparation for all seats and not winning a single seat, it will not go good. So it should have a parallel approach. On one side, it should concentrate on the 25 to 50 seats on one hand. On the other side, it should also project itself for the alternative political party for the rest of the places. So the worst case scenario also, the BJP will make an impact. And in 2026, it will become an alternative opposition party in Tamil Nadu. So that there only the stature builds. The party which knows how to behave in opposition, it becomes a natural party of governance. So I feel that the BJP in Tamil Nadu should experience that position of capturing the principal opposition party in the days to come. And from there, it should ascend the ladder of governance. Without touching the opposition's role, directly entering the ruling party it may not go good with either for the party as well as for the governments. It may be a bitter view, but it's my humble opinion.
Next question, please. Murli Natarajan wants to know why BJP has not contested in Kashmir. Is it a reason that they don't have candidates?
No, actually, Murliji, in Kashmir, even in Anantnag, the state president also wanted to contest this time. But there is a strategic reason. Because first they wanted in the valley, especially in the valley, 3 constituencies, the BJP wanted to increase the voters turnout. And they don't want to be a reason for the people to think that they are the people who abrogated Article 370. So in a way, it's good. The party has no organization structure like it has in Jammu and Udhampur. So for that reason, but at the same time, when now if you see the voters turnout has started building up in the assembly elections, which is slated in the few months after, there you can see the BJP coming out and contesting with full strength. So this arrangement is an interim arrangement, not participating in parliament election, to increase the voter turnout, and with this strategy succeeded, I believe.
Next question, please. Soham, thank you so much. Sree Iyer, sir, you live in the US, which is a multi-ethnic country with all religions. Why don't they have communal and secessionist issues like in India? Very good question, Soham. It has started now with especially one religious minority which has found disproportionate representation. They have many more. There are many candidates who are very clear that religions comes first. The borders don't matter. They've been making some outlandish statements. They've been forced to apologize also. Doesn't deter them from making even more statements like that. Somewhere this group called progressives and Democrats, they are the reason. They keep telling the rest of the Democrats that we will win you all the seats. But what we are finding out is dubious methods and things like that. Leave it at that. Don't ask me why, what is dubious. Unfortunately, America is on a decline, and it is declining very fast, as a matter of fact. Streets are not safe anymore. Cities are where most of the crime is happening. People brazenly come, like a gang of 12 people will descend on a parking lot, and they'll systematically smash the windshield to try and grab whatever they can find inside the car. And some of these cars, you can go inside the car and open the dicky so that you can go and look at the trunk and see what is there. They are stealing all that in full sight. There is no police. So much of there's a lot of turbulence going on right now. Anytime there is a theft in the house, the policeman will come up and say, I hope you have good insurance. He's not saying that I'll catch the culprits. Those days are gone. That's how bad things are. So anyone, I've been saying this for 5-6 years now, that US is no longer the place where you can have a better future than in India. For the amount of money it takes to come to US and then try your luck, you may be better off using that money to grow in India itself. You have to apply your mind to see where you can progress, but there are lots of opportunities in India. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Thank you so much, Srikumarji. This was the last question we had, and we'll be back again on Wednesday with Srikumarji in Hindi, and he'll also be participating in some other events. I'll confirm that in the next hangout. Thank you so much, Srikumarji. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Jai Hind.